Good evening, and welcome to Wind Down Wednesdays with Vitamin C. I know it's been a while, and I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And I'm going to commit to making sure that I do come on Wednesdays as previously before. But tonight, I just wanted to get on for just a little while. I'm not going to be on that long, but I did want to talk about dating and some of the current concerns of some of the women is that we are trying to figure out why some of the men are not dating anymore. And this doesn't apply to the men that do know how to, meet women, date women, take them out, etc. But this is for the ones that no longer interested in taking women out. I don't know if it's because you've been burnt too many times by spending, money on a date and then the woman ghosts you, or maybe you was really feeling her. Y'all went out on a few dates and then she ghosts you. But my thing is this: every woman is not the same, and I do understand, how you may feel when you're spending your money and time investing into someone and it doesn't go anywhere. But my thing is this: if you meet a woman and you're talking to her, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. If the conversation good, y'all got a little vibe going. You like our conversation, um, or whatever, and you take her out on a date. The thing about a date, most men think we concerned about the amount of money that you're spending when you taking us out on a date. It's not about the money because I don't care if it's a $60 date or if it's a $260 date. That doesn't matter because it's about my thing is about getting that face to face time, being able to talk to you, not just over the phone or through text messaging. Because a lot of things these days, men don't really even pick up the phone and call no more. They just texters. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that may be your way of communicating, or you may be able to better express yourself through texting. But me, I'm not really big on texting. I mean, when I'm at work or something, I know you may be at work, you can't talk. Where versus I can talk while I'm at work, but I mean, okay, that's fine, but I don't want to just communicate with you through text because you really can't to know a person through text. To me, I mean, that's how I feel anyway, personally. But my thing is, like I said, you meet a woman, y'all talk for a week or two, the conversation good, y'all vibing. Ask that lady out on a date. Don't ask to come to her place. Don't ask her to come to your place. Take her out on a date. Like I said, a date doesn't cost that much. We're not concerned about the amount of money that you're spending on a date. It's just the it's just the principle that okay, this man he liked me. You know what I'm saying? He interested in me. He enjoyed my conversation. He wants to learn more about me because that's what dating is about: is getting to know a person, their likes, dislikes. Um, so take her out. Take her out. And to the women that's asking a man to take you out on a $200 or $300 date on the first date, you're wrong. I mean, if that's your requirement, I mean, to each his own. But for real, I mean, let's be serious. Because I know women have asked a man to take them on this expensive date, places that they don't even take themselves. And that's why I was like, I'm like, really, you asking this man to take you to this place that you have never even taken your own self, but yet you want him to spend $200 or $300 on the first date, and when in actuality you might not even be feeling him from before the date, but you just want to go and get a free meal. Now, I don't feel like that's right, and I know a lot of men. That's why y'all don't like to go out on dates with women because women are just going on dates for free meals or free drinks or etc. But every woman is not that I'm saying that type of woman. The thing is, most women want a date because they let you know that hey, this guy's interested in me. Instead of just talking on the phone and texting, he wants to be in my presence, have a face-to-face conversation, and learn more about me. That's the purpose of a date. And her coming to your house should not be a first date, or you coming to her house should not be a first date. Put some time, into it, and my thing is this also, men, and this whether you married or, you have a woman, fiance, whatever. Intimacy, excuse me, starts mental. It's a mental thing. It's not just physical. Be intimate with her mind. Text her good morning. Tell her how beautiful she is. Compliment her. And vice versa. This goes for men or women, not just on the men, and neither. But I'm just saying, I know men sometimes may not think, like this. Some do, because some know. But intimacy is not just physical. It's about, like I said, being, make love to her mind. Compliment her. And women as well, you compliment him as well. And then my thing as far as gifts don't have to be nothing extravagant, nothing expensive. It can be when you learning somebody, you listen. And that's the thing that you guys are missing out. You need to listen to what she likes, things like that. Like, just say, for instance, instead of buying her, she may like roses, and that's fine. I love roses as well. But to me, something more personable would be, I think that would be more exciting to receive versus just something that, most women like, perfume or roses. But if you make, just say, for instance, you give me a basket, but you put stuff in there that caters to your woman, what she likes. Just say, for instance, like for me, my favorite candy is watermelon sour patches. I like sugar-free gum, like extra sugar-free gum. I like Hershey with almonds. You know, there will be, she'll be like, wow, he really took time to personalize this gift to my likes. You know what I'm saying? So things that I like, things that he have heard me mention, that means so much more. So just, personalize it. This is don't just give her something that she might not even like, listen to her. And also, and like I said, men, women are tired of all the good morning, beautiful texts and the what you doing, and then it's nothing else after that. I mean, you need to know how to communicate, because that's the only way you don't really keep a woman's attention, is knowing how to communicate. If that's all you saying is good morning, beautiful, what you doing, or or even asking her what you doing this weekend, and then you don't make plans, just to have a conversation. Like, no, you need to learn how to communicate. I mean, if you're really interested. If you're not really interested, just don't waste her time. Stop texting her. Get her out the rotation. If you're not interested in her, then let her be. Now, if a woman's clearly to let you know what her intentions are, just say, hey, I'm dating to get married. And if you know that you're not there, or you just got out of a 15-year relationship, so technically you're not ready to jump into something new, don't waste her time. Move around, move on. Don't waste her time. Or be clear about what your intentions are. You know, be honest. And that's what's wrong with a lot of things. With dating now, is that people are dishonest with themselves. So therefore, they can't be honest with the person that they meet. And like I said, every woman, just like every man, is not the same. And men, I guarantee you this: when you treat your woman, or a woman you're learning, when you treat her like a queen, she ain't gonna have no other choice but to treat you like a queen, a king. She's going to give you, she's going to be loyal, she's going to be faithful, she's going to be honest, she's going to be loving, she's going to treat you with respect, she's going to do all that, all the things that you desire your woman to do when you treat her properly, when you're treating her right, when you're treating her the way that she want to be treated. It's simple. It's not hard. And men, women, we are not looking for you to finance us. Because most of us are already, financing ourselves. We just want a team player. We want someone that's going to help build and grow with us. Now, at the same time, most women don't like to have to ask for anything. We want a man to be willing to offer. I mean, I don't care if it's just, hey, baby, here go you $60 to fill your tank up. I mean, it's just the little things. And it don't always have to be monetary neither. So don't think that's it neither. Because like I said, um, some men they'll start off buying a woman all these gifts, perfume, shoes, bags, da da da. And then y'all want to say, oh, women, all they want to do is use you. They just want me for my money, da 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 da. But you started off doing this. So what you expect? I mean, if you're giving her money, if you buying her bags and taking her on all these lavish trips and all this, what you think she's going to expect? All that you've been giving her. So don't start something that you can't keep up. That's my thing. But like I said, y'all, me and y'all, some of y'all want all the benefits and don't want to do nothing. That's not going to work. You can't want all the benefits of a relationship, but you don't want the commitment. You're not putting in the time. You're not taking her out. You're not showing her enough attention. You're not being consistent. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Because guess what? When Joe come along and he's giving her the attention, time, consistency, and they vibing good, they have the same morals and values and goals and plans. Guess what? Joe on win every time. And when you meet a good woman, don't mess over her. If she's not the woman that you want, let her be. But if she is the woman you want, then make sure you do what it takes to keep her. Cause it's not only, like I said, it's not only what you're gonna do for her, it's what she's gonna do for you. When she realized that, hey, this man got me, this man understands me, he values me, he respects me, she gonna do the same in return. And men, y'all, some of y'all men, I don't say all, but some of y'all men need to learn how to communicate better. When a woman is asking you questions or because she's trying to get a better understanding, then be willing to communicate with her. Don't say, oh, this, that. You ask me all these. It ain't that she's just trying to get a better understanding. That's how you get to know someone is to ask questions. Because like me, I'm gonna ask whatever I want to know. Now you have the choice whether or not you want to tell me or not. But I feel like if you really trying to be with me, then you wouldn't have a problem with answering the questions that I'm asking. Because I'm not gonna just ask you something off the wall, but stuff that I need to know. I mean, hey, you should be willing to answer it. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's so different now, and I'm just like, wow, I'm raising two young men, and I'm just like, I don't want my young princess to be like some of the guys that's 40 up, what I'm saying now. I don't want them to have that mentality or be like that. You know, I want them to know how to value a woman, treat her with respect, take her out. I'm so used to meeting a guy on a Monday about that Friday. We already on our first date. Now me and talk to you 4 6 weeks and they ain't took you out yet. I mean, what are we doing? We just phone buddies? What? Get somebody else to do it. Don't have time for that. I mean, I have people that I can talk to on the phone if that's what I choose to do. But I'm not gonna text you, talk to you every day for months straight. And what are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, I'm not gonna allow anyone to waste my time. Just like you won't want anyone to waste your time. So don't do it to the next person, you know? But yeah, like I said, it's so different these days. It's so different, you know? It's just totally different. And men, y'all have to understand that a woman, our job is not to cook you a meal. You know, we work just like y'all work. You know, it's not like back in the days where the women was homemakers and the husband worked and paid all the bills. Now y'all men don't even want to pay bills. Y'all want to go 50-50 like a roommate. If I want to pay 50-50, I'm going to have a roommate, which I'm not going to shack with no man. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before, but no, I'm not. You have your own space. I have my own space, but I'm just saying. I mean, if we get to that point where we engage to get married and we cohabitate, then, you know, I don't want to be living like roommates. Um, But like I said, it's not. It's about teamwork. You know, I'll cook sometimes. I would like for you to cook sometimes as well. You know, I mean, because sometimes men are cookers. You know, they love to cook. You know, and sometimes women love to cook. You know, and that's her passion. That's fine if that's what she chooses to do. But don't feel like it's she's obligated or that's what her role is. You know, in the relationship or marriage, it's not just her. You know, role. You know, I think that's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with dating too. The gender roles have reversed because it's like men want women to pursue them, chase them, make plans. You know, take them out. Where they do that at? And then I know the reason why a lot of men don't like to, take women out on dates to do this because a lot of these women are requiring a lot. They getting all the benefits and they ain't doing nothing. So they like, why gotta you take you out and do this and that when Lisa over here, let me come through. I mean, that's fine. You going over there to Lisa. I'm not mad at you, you know. But, like I said, it's just, and, as women, we have to raise the bar. We have to raise our standards and keep them there. Don't lower our standards to meet the needs of someone that we may feel like, we want, or, oh, he got everything that I want in a man, or because he making the money and, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? We have to, we have to, keep our standards high and don't lower them for no one. I mean, if he's not it, he's not it. I mean, if you want to be wine and dine, you want to have quality time, you want consistency, and you meet someone and he's not doing any other things that you desire, leave him where he at. Because guess what? There's somebody else out there. There's some good men out there. I know there are some good men out there. Just like there's a lot of good women out there as well, men. But like I said, I know a lot of things are always placed on the woman, but it's just time for men to stand up as well and do their part. Take some accountability and responsibility as well, because it's not all just on the woman. But yes, women, we do have to raise the bar. So yes, we do have to let a man know how we want to be treated. We do have to have expectations and requirements of them, because otherwise they'll just run you over if you allow it. But like they say, a man can only do what you allow him to do. So that's where we have to be accountable for our choices. But I mean, like I said, it's so different now. It is. And sometimes I just be like, I'm better off single, being by myself for the rest of my life. Sometimes I feel like that. And then sometimes I be like, hey, I wanna get married, and have somebody I can grow with and build with. Um, but it's just going to take that special someone. And I know he's out there. I'm patient. I'm just in the meantime, like I said, women in the meantime, just focus on yourself. Do what do what you desire, that you do whatever you desire you want to do. If it's a goal or something that you're trying to reach, or something that you want to do it. Don't wait on your lifetime partner to make it happen. Make it happen for yourself. Or if you have kids, make it happen for your kids. Um, and when that person does come, then hey, y'all can just continue to build together. Don't stop your dreams or plans for no one. Because guess what? They're not gonna stop their dreams and plans for you. But I mean, like I said, if you're 50 years old and you still out here playing the field, I mean, come on. You're still out here playing the field. And then when you get sick or something like that, then that's when you're ready to settle down. And then you want um, a woman, then you're trying to get somebody that you dated maybe 10, 15 years ago, or maybe even your last person you dated, because now you need someone to help you, you know what I'm saying, because you're sick. Or, I mean, it's just like this. You've been playing all these years, and then now that you can't do the things that you was able to do, now you want to settle down, get somebody else to do it. And I know it may sound harsh, but it really is not, because you had time to be with a woman that you know was good, that was good for you and good to you, but you weren't ready. You were still playing. I mean, if you find a good woman, or ladies, if you meet a good man that do desire and want you, then do right by that person and commit. There's nothing wrong with commitment. You can't think that everybody is out here cheating, everybody trying to get over, everybody trying to use you. You can't think like that. I mean, life is about taking risks. It is. And I feel like in due time you'll find out about people. It won't take long. But like I said, if you got a good person and you ready to settle down, and he's ready to settle down, then be together. What's stopping you? Don't worry about what your friends think, family members think. If that's your person and you feel like he feel like you his person, make it happen. Make it work. You don't need validation from your friends or family. It's about what you want, what y'all two, because the relationship is between you, him, and God, not between you, him, and your friend or your family. I mean, don't settle, but if it's somebody that's, hey, 100, make it happen. Don't go messing over these good men or go messing over these good women. And then, like I said, when you 60, 65, 70, things don't work no more like they used to, then I'm ready to settle down now. Ain't nobody don't want you. Nobody. Nobody. Because you had the opportunity to settle down. Don't try to double back and think she wants you now. No, sir. Get somebody else to do it. But yeah. I mean, like I said, everything just, the game has changed. And it's sad. And I can't blame no woman when they say, "Hey, I just don't want to date right now. I don't want to be with nobody." I understand. I get it because some of the choices out here, you just like, no, I'm good. You know. But like I said, we gotta get back to the basics. Courting, getting to know her, taking your time, not trying to rush. But yeah, and like I said, it's just a process. And like I said, a lot of people these days just want something microwave, and it ain't no happen overnight. It's a process. You got to get to learn somebody, know what they like. Um, and you want to see how they treat their family, how they act around their family, because they may act one way around you, but then when they get their family, they totally different. You like, oh, so this how you really are. It's all about, like I said, patience. Patience is a virtue. Take your time. Date, take your time. Don't let nobody rush you into anything that you're not ready for. And that's whether it's sex, a relationship, marriage. Don't let nobody rush you into anything that you're not ready for. The ball is in your court. And then another thing is like, and we was just talking about this last week, that some of the deal breakers is that it's like seeing like everybody smokes. I don't smoke. Um, but it seemed like everybody smoke and everybody wants you to accept it. I know. You don't have to accept it if that's not what you want. Because guess what? It's some men or women out here that don't smoke. So if you don't want to smoke, don't date one. It's your choice. You ain't gotta settle because it's what everybody else settling for. I mean, you got somebody that's a clubber, and I told myself I never date a clubber again. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to compete with the clubs. Um, you want to be out in the streets, and I want to be at home, or I want to be, in Cali or somewhere. It's all like I said. It's all about what you like and what you desire, your preferences. I don't want somebody to drink every day. I don't want nobody to do anything every day because for me, it's more like a habit and not something you just doing for leisure. But to each his own. I'm not judging you. If that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. But if I don't want to accept it, then guess what? I'm not. And that's that on that. But like I said, I just wanted to get on and just talk a little about some things that women encounter when dating. And just advise you men, y'all need to step it up and y'all need to think outside the box. And like I said, a day can be simple as, hey, let's go take a walk in the park. Women, we love the outdoors. Or hey, let's go ride and listen to R&B. You know, that's nice. Or whatever type of music. Things like this, simple things. Let's go ride and listen to music, or let's go have a picnic. Just something different. Not the same old stuff. Just like I said, it's simple stuff that don't even cost much. Like I said, it's not about the price of the date. It's about the thought that you put into it. That's it. And I think that's where you guys miss the point. I think that's where y'all guys miss it. It's not the price of the date. It's about the thought that you put into it. So I'm just giving you guys some free game. you know. Hey, thank you. But yes, it's just We just want to be happy. And if we have to be happy alone, then that's fine. But we're not going to waste our time. We're not going to allow you to waste our time. We're not going to settle, and we're not going to lower our standards to fit your needs or yours standards. And like I said, it just start with back to what I always talk about, self-love. Because when you love yourself, there's a lot of things that you won't tolerate or put up with when you truly love yourself. And in order to love somebody else, you have to first love yourself and start with self. And that's man or woman. So you have to learn how to treat yourself good. That way, you won't expect nothing but good. You won't accept anything less than that. That's why I do all the things that I desire, all the things that I desire and things that I do want to do for myself. I do it. I don't wait on nobody. Anything I want to do for myself, I'm gonna do it. Whether it's take myself on a vacation, on a concert, go to a concert, to a comedy show, to an event. I mean, whatever it is. If it's something that I want to do, I'm gonna do it. Sometimes you gotta treat yourself, and then because at the same time you teaching people how you want to be treated, things that you like, things that you desire, and either they can get with it or get lost. But love you, put you first, and this applies to men or women. And men, do not tell a woman, "Hey, I pay for the first date, and then the second date is on you." Don't tell her that. If she want to pay for the second date, then let her bring that up. But if you already have the expectations of, because I take you out on this first date and pay, then you're gonna have to pay for the second date. Guess what? It's a no. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. That's very true. That's very true, Tisha. Yeah, every now and then show yourself love so you'll never forget how you want to be loved. That's true. That's true. And that's one thing about it. I love me and I'm gonna love on me. And anybody that I date, I'm gonna expect the same. Yeah, we're not, like I said, we're not asking for much or too much. You know, if a man think you asking for requiring too much, then guess what? He's not the man for you. Cause a man that values you, he's not gonna think it's too much. He's gonna do what it takes to make you happy. And guess what? She's gonna do the same thing in return. Cause like I said, it's not just a one-way street. It's a two-way street, you know. But like I said, it's just so crazy because it seems like the gender roles are reversed because men want women to do all this and this and that when they're not doing anything, and that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Well, not for most. For some, they may, they may accept it. You know what I'm saying? Due to low self esteem or desperation or being gullible or naive. I'm not sure, but for most, it's not gonna work. But women, like I said, we have to start teaching men how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. We have to set those boundaries and stick to them. I don't care how fine he is or how much money he's spending. Set those boundaries and stick to it. Because you'll be better off. Because that way you can, because like I said, most times when you meet a man, you meet his representative. It's really not the real him. But in due time, the real him will present itself. Trust and believe that. The real him will present itself. You'll know what type of guy you're dealing with in a matter of time. So just be patient. Don't be in a rush. Or you feel like, oh, he's the one. And then, you put all your eggs in one basket and then you find out that, oh, he was just a fraud. Don't do that. Keep your options. If you're single, keep your options open. Just keep your options open. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Until he step up and say, hey, I want to be exclusive with you. I want you to be my woman. And then at that point, once he's communicated that verbally, not just because y'all spending time together and doing this and that and all that. Once he's communicated that verbally to you that he wants to be exclusive and he wants you to be his woman, then at that time, that's when you can, let everybody else go and say, hey, I'm just, focused on him. Because, he have communicated to me verbally that he want me to be his woman. So, he actually interested and he's stepping up to the plate. So I'm going to give him, his fair share. Give him his fair time to show me that I'm really what he wants. So, yeah. But until then, like I said, date, keep your options open, and may the best person win. May the best man win. But yeah. But men, every woman ain't out to get you. Every woman ain't out to use you. Every woman ain't out to misuse you. Regardless of what you've been through or been hurt, don't think every woman is the same. Because we're not all the same. Just like I know all men are not the same. You have good, bad, in between. And just because a woman is independent doesn't mean that she don't need you or want you. A person is independent because, hey, that's what adults do. We're independent. We take care of ourselves. We pay our bills. We do this. But it doesn't mean that we don't want to be able to share some of those um, things with someone else, or being able to have someone to take off some of that load on us. It doesn't mean that we don't want that. So don't get it twisted, because a lot of men be intimidated or whatever. We want companionship. We do want someone that we can spend time with, go take trips with, make plans with, make memories with, all that. And if he is the right man and he is a man, then we'll allow that man to lead. But you have to be in that space to be able to lead us. We're not going to allow any man to lead us. Well, I know I'm not anyway. I can't really speak for everybody else, but for me, I'm not going to allow any man to lead me. I have to feel like you, the one that can lead me. And first, you got to be led by God and where to lead me. And I think that's a missing piece of the puzzle, which is one of the most important things, is that you have to believe in God. And a lot of men don't, for some reason. I don't know if it's something church hurt or whatever, but believing in God is very important. And in order for our relationship to work, then yes, God is going to have to be on the forefront, and He's going to have to be first in our relationship in order for it to work. Because when times and things get hard, then hey, who can we depend on other than ourselves? God. Other than each other, we have to depend on God. So that's very important to me as a man, having a relationship with God, being able to pray with me, for our family. That's very important to me. And I believe that's a lot that's missing too, um, in most of these relationships and marriages, is God. And like I said, that's something very important to me, and that's something that's not going to change. You can't alter that. Definitely need God in our relationship, because without Him, we are nothing. Give me just a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yes, I hope you guys are having a great day. Well, excuse me. I hope you guys had a great day. And I do, prayers and heartfelt, sincere go out to all the families, as well as my friends that was affected by the tornado on last Friday, and to those families that lost their loved ones. Continue prayers for you guys. I know it's been a rough few days, and I mean, I know a lot of people still was scared today when they was talking about a tornado possibly coming this way. But I thank God for watching and over us and keeping us, and that nothing came this way today. So I want you guys to continue to pray for those families that has lost their loved ones. Um, and if you haven't, those that can and will help out, um, those that has been affected in any type of way. I know there's a lot of churches and different centers that's been accepting donations, monetary items, water, food, things of that nature. So please, help out and give in any type of way that you can. Like I said, if you can't give, just at least send your prayers up for those. Oh, thank you. You have a good night too, beautiful. And I love you as well. But like I said, this continue to, like I said, pray for those families. And like I said, I wasn't going to keep you guys long. I just want to get on and just talk a little bit about dating. So I want you guys to join me next week, um, next Wednesday, for Wind Down Wednesday with Vitamin C. And I thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It has been it's been a great conversation that I had with you guys, and thank you guys that commented as well, and those that's viewing, and just watching. And I just thank you guys for continuing to join me. And I'll see you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great night. And remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You guys have a pleasant night. Good night.